Hello everyone, I'm your host Akuma, and welcome back to another episode of the Manor stuff. Last time we got a flashlight. I think we explored everything there was to see. Maybe, possibly, I hope so. I really hope we saw everything that there was. Today we're going through into the servants' quarters via the secret passage. We can now see everything. We can also read things. That's why this is important.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
And it didn't work out the way you thought, 'cause she married him anyway. Alright. Downstairs now. Oh my gosh, this is dilapidated. I hope that's the right word. May her flashlight never run out. May the stairs also never run out either.
Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
Why though? Why does he want it? Yikes.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Man, these two just sound perfect for each other, don't they?
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Hey, I should totally do this. Alright, awesome! Can I open this door? I didn't think so. Again, master key. Man, it opens everything, doesn't it? We're gonna get the master key to get the combination to the safe inside one of the many things that we open. Yeah. So the safe is gonna be like our final area to go to, I believe. I hope.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Man, this guy's just been a pain all the time, hasn't he? Kinda glad she didn't listen, unless this was like the one where she may have died on. I don't know. I have no idea what happened to her. What was that? Why are you being creepy,
Still
game?
just as creepy as I remember.
Okay, so we can move this out of the way. Is there like anything back here? There's a fuse box, I guess. Oh,
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
I know you can do that in the second game. Oh, poor Winston. I remember doing that to him. I can't believe I was such a little brat. Thank goodness he had such patience with me.
Poor
That's wonderful.
Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
I mean, she could say the same thing in response, but okay, sure. Some objects can be moved. No, really! Like the bottles I pick up to throw at enemies?
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
Ay, ay, ay. The crowbar. Is that required for all of them? Seems to be. Oh, I'll accept this last one.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that.
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Did she ever? This might tell us.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
That answers that question. Oh wait, it's up here? Why is the hidden information up here? I feel like it should be on the back. But okay. Information? This is so awkward to rotate when it's not when it's on a bad angle.
I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Okay, I'm not sure what hidden information there was. It was all right there for you to look at in the first place.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
For the time she was with us, I hope it was enough. Hope it was worth it. Good reflection. I'd probably be inclined to think the same way if I had a personal connection with her. Nothing back here at all? No little things? Okay.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Sounds like a good birthday. At least for one as interested as she is. Based on her mentions at the top of the screen, it sounds like he actually got to join in. Okay, so I'm guessing... First I move this, and then I can grab the other one behind it and pull that. Or it'll just stop right there. Okay, sure. Super powerful puzzles that mash your brain together as you try to come up with a solution. An ambient noise that scares everything out of you. Ugh.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
I'm creeped out. I hope nothing is going to scare me in here, because I'm mostly interested in exploring the stuff. Okay, down we go.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
They're so good together whenever they had time. Aside from... Aside from her mom dying, it sounds like perfect family. Nothing really to interact with. I'm guessing... Oh, this is probably what we want to check the map for, isn't it? Actually, can I check the map? Can I check the map? I want to know this. Oop, didn't mean to zoom in. Great. Surely there's going to be a something. Or not. Here we go. Examine.
This is the map I made for
Yes,
my
yes, yes, we know that.
first expedition with Dad.
So I went down the
Shows
stairs.
a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Oh man, where did it begin? I don't know. Shoot. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, there's the bird in the top right corner of the bottom half. So there's some sort of grave over there. I don't want to inspect it, but I will go over there and investigate all the same. Hopefully it's not saying, hey, if you walk over here in the game, you'll die. Huh. What have we got?
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
That's adorable. And what's the rest of this stuff? Just garbage throwaway stuff, I believe. Okay, and then I think I want to check that again. Expedition map.
This is
You
the
can shut up
map I
now.
made for my first expedition.
So now I'm
with Dad.
moving toward the skull.
Shows a path.
I'm not going to be able to memorize the entire thing. Okay. There's the trap. So I wonder if I can set that off somehow. I have no idea what it does. And there was nothing at all over here? No, I guess not. So how do I interact with this thing?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
And it stayed down here all this time? Man. I guess there's probably no way to actually set that
water
off.
Damage from the main hall above.
Hopefully not life-threatening damage. Thought I saw something glowing there for a moment. Before I go too far, I think I should investigate that one more time to make sure I didn't leave anything behind,
This is
which I
the
did
map.
not. Okay. So now we go even deeper into the Egyptian tomb. No, we're still tomb raiding it. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, isn't that what we're doing? Yep, yep, yep. Hopefully we don't come across dear old uncle. Nothing at all to investigate? That's weird. And we can't open that unless we have the crowbar. Unless this is the one exception? No, it's not. Okay. If it was the exception, they would have something collapse and I wouldn't be able to come back in here and investigate. I know it. No, come on. There we go. You didn't need to jump at it. You were right there against it. Just reach out your hand and take it. Alright. Another map and more of this.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met, I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Wow. Just like the marriage proposal, when he gets his mind on something, he goes for it. Well, at least he would, like Lara says, he's able to recognize when he was wrong. So, bravo.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
Oh.
There's a missing page.
Interesting. Is that something we can find somewhere? Probably. I mean, they stuck it right here for me to find, so it's got to be important somehow. Nothing in the little nooks and crannies here. And into the library we go.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Finally let me look around. Search for the combination in the library. Oh, this will be fun. I hope she doesn't give me any clues. Nice looking library. Really nice looking. Okay, but whoa. Where's the door?
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
I remember making invisible ink messages. Wow, that was way too long ago. Looks like we can go upstairs. There's a few things over here. Got the thing.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Jaffa cakes next to William Blake. Ah. That's clever.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
I wonder if that's like based on anything specific. Wait, safe combination clues? Oh! Oh ho ho!
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Wow, that's so cool!
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times.
Man, I love that. That's so good.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
It's super awesome. It looks like we can go up this ladder. Presumably we can. There's probably going to be a relic of some sort up here. Certainly not an audio recording. Or paper works too.
This picture was taken in the library.
Aww. 1820.
1820 additions to the main hall in progress.
That's a lot of additions. Wow. Well, they had the lights. Certainly not 1820 lights. 1820. It wasn't labeled as a safe clue, but otherwise I would have thought it would be a safe clue. 1820. No, additions. 1820 additions. It's a giant puzzle.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
He never told her about this myth. Why was he so sure? What did he find that convinced him it was real? Yeah, this one is really, really vague compared to all the other ones we found.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
He would never have written down the combination. Smart man. We already know that, though. But it looks like he left himself clues to remember the numbers. The expedition treasure. What was the treasure? We didn't get that. We had like one of the little traps that we found on the ground in the rope, right? And then there was the hieroglyphs. Was one of those the treasure? No? We'll find out later, probably. His favorite painting. We found a photograph. I wonder if that'll help. And the day of their wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
Yes, that's right. There we go. What have we got?
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though.
That's kind of odd. What's it got? What's it got? What's it got? What's it got? It says examine. What are we... Huh?
The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Okay. Might be why he never used it. A lighter?
Okay. Should be able to light the fireplace now.
Wait a second. Invisible ink. Huh. I mean, I don't see a need for this, but... This will warm the place up a bit. Invisible... I mean, that's a very specific thing that they're giving me there. What have we got?
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
And you'll kill some later in your life.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
Does that dinosaur have a name? I'd like to know the dinosaur's name. Like, more than I want to. It doesn't make sense. Thank you, game. Or console, whatever. Huh. Well, I can go up, but first let's inspect up here and see what we can find. Why was this even moved over here in the first place? Come on.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl.
Ugh.
Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
That's your old research injury acting up. Okay, what have we got up here? No, so we're just gonna... Although, we might be blocking something off if we move it that way. Creepy music! Creepy door! Come on. There we go. So I probably want to go up there for something. But there's so much down here I know I haven't investigated. Like, what's back in here? Not a whole lot. We can probably unlock this door. Or not. Okay. Investigate the armor.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Ooh. Clues, perhaps? Maybe, possibly. What have we got here?
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
That's wonderful. That's a nice touch. That's really good. It's from the second game. And again, I know I haven't uploaded any videos of what I've recorded from the second game yet, so pardon me for that. Just bear with me. The second game will come out eventually. I promise. I promise.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
She was beginning to believe. It must have made Dad so happy to know she could accept his wild ideas. Well, they met over a debate, so... Although I... Not really any confirmation that they actually started to believe each other's theories. But hey, maybe that was good for their relationship. I don't know. So I could light this fireplace. I couldn't actually do anything with it. I mean, it's brighter in here. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, and that ladder fell. There's probably nothing up there. I'll just assume that there's nothing up there for now. Unless, you know, I could probably get up on this side and then jump over to the other side. I'm not seeing a glow, so I'm going to assume no. Although the window looked like it was glowing for a moment. Okay, what have we got up here? What have we got up here? What have we got up here? Anything new? Anything interesting? We can go all the way over to that chest, which also requires the master key, because of course it does.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Wait, what? Expedition map 2 of 2. That is intriguing.
I remember this map now. It leads
Oh!
to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
That's so clever! I'm going to... Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, and that's where the master key is. Alright, alright. Is there anything in here? Of course there's not. Okay, so I'm going to go down and investigate...
I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Oh. Wait, in here? In here? Oh. We'll be finding it next episode. Thanks everyone for joining me for today's episode of the Manor Exploration. Next time we are going to the invisible ink stuff. Ah, it's fun. It's fun. It's so good. I love this. It's so good. Sorry, I'm spawning too wide. No one on the episode, but I will. I will. Come on back next time. We'll do the invisible ink thing, and oh, excitement. Oh, excitement. See you then, everyone. Take care.